I asked, you listened. So, you may recall I made a video not too long ago being like yesterday, depending on when I edit this. I made a video on my design of the CHUD lock. Now, in that video, I said that if you had any ideas on how to optimize the CHUD lock, I would love to hear them. And I was not expecting that video to get as many views as it did. If I was expecting that, I would have actually put effort into that video. But now that I know that there's a possibility of that, I'm going to try to make this one better. So, let's go ahead and get one thing out of the way. If you haven't seen the last video, which you probably haven't, and if you haven't, you probably shouldn't because it's really bad. But if you don't know what the CHUD lock is, it is a three-dimensional lock that I made. It's more of a pattern lock, but I called it a binary lock. That's on me. I'm not very smart when it comes to names and stuff. So I guess you could call it a pattern lock, but I liked binary lock because, well, I used binary code for this. So if you weren't familiar, basically there is a hidden door on this wall. And by inputting the correct code, which for me is binary, by inputting the correct code, this door will open. So give me a second. Now that I have inputted the correct code, you'll see this door is open. Now, the big thing that made me proud of the CHUD lock was, one, if any one of these lights goes off, that door is closed. I turn it back on, oh, door's open. I close it, oh, door is closed. It has to be the exact correct pattern, and if there's an extra one, the door closes. You may recall I did this, and I called it the far left test, because this little bulb right here affected the furthest piece of redstone from the actual contraption that opens the door. So if it passes the far left test, that means it's good. In that video, I asked you guys, how can I optimize this? And you'll notice this sign says V5. What that means is somebody optimized it. They came into my comments section, and they stated that they minimized my build from 27 blocks to just 11. If you don't know how crazy that is, the entire time I was stumped on how I could possibly optimize this build. I hope you understand. Whenever I was in my call with my friends and I saw that comment, I screamed. Not because I was particularly excited, but because that is such a stark difference that I thought something must be wrong. There's no way they got it right. They must have messed up somewhere. As it turns out, I'm just not very smart. So first let me show you the CHUD lock V4. As you can see, these first 5 layers, untouchable. You cannot slim these down at all. Guys, someone slimmed them down. Yeah, while I was editing that video, I got a message from someone named Uloncl. I got a message from him saying that he optimized it even further. First off, let me show you again. Boom, pattern's in, door is open. It's pretty fast too. One bulb is out, door closes. Bulb back on, door opens. Okay, far left test. Door closes. Do you have any idea how happy this makes me? Now, okay, I've learned quite a bit in my journey here, but I am very happy to say that we are now on the CHUD lock V6, which is crazy to me. What's even crazier is they trimmed down Etho's compact design from 11 blocks to only 7. This is 7 blocks. And the way they did it is by messing around with the untouchable layers. The layers that I said you could not mess around with, that were impossible to optimize. They optimized them. As it turns out, I'm just not very smart when it comes to this kind of thing. So yeah, let me show you this. Let me show you how this works. Basically, same deal as last time. The comparators all read from this copper bulb, but he got rid of the entire wall of observers by incorporating it with these observers. These 2 observers that carried the pulse all the way to the next wall of observers were entirely unnecessary. Well, the wall of observers was unnecessary, since you only need 1 pulse. So by just zigzagging it so only 1 pulse would go out, he was able to make this, which is a zigzag copper wall. This is where you input your pattern for the correct pattern to work. So boom, 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 boom. No need for the wall of observers. Comparators read out from these bulbs, and remember whenever I said that comparators reading off of a copper bulb give out a signal strength of 15, so they're really, really good? It outputs a signal strength of 15. It's good. It's really good. Well, because they give out the literal strongest signal strength, Guess who doesn't need repeaters? As it turns out, you can just use the comparators directly. I don't know why I was thinking you needed repeaters. I was thinking you needed repeaters to extend the pulse, because that's usually what you do in most redstone builds. But there is no possible way to extend the pulse here. Like, there's no way you can make it stronger. You can strengthen the pulse. There's no way to do that. So, these comparators read these copper bulbs, which activate these 2 lines of redstone. What? Now, something I realized while I was editing the video for Ethos's thing is whenever one block to the side is getting powered, it still transfers power into the block next to it. And the same deal goes for the block underneath it. So because this row of wool and this row of wool were both receiving different inputs from different torches, they still both affected the redstone the same. So, you know, if this entire line of torches was still out, this redstone would still be powered by this line. And if this line was out, this redstone would still be powered by this line. This redstone would not be powered unless both lines were out. I thought that this design made the top layer obsolete, but as it turns out, it completely doesn't. Well, using that logic, you can actually do this and only have 2 lines of redstone, making it a lot less clunky and making it so much more, like, beautiful. Just look at this. It's so clean, so optimized. All of the power goes into these blocks, which powers the redstone. So same deal as last time. If these top comparators are on, it goes into this block, which goes into this redstone. If these lines of comparators are on, it goes into this block, which goes into this redstone. No need for redstone torches, no need for repeaters. Only comparators and observers. After that, it goes into this, which is... Okay, well, this is a pulse extender. Yes, you do need 1 repeater for this entire build. I know, crazy, right? You need this, that way it passes the far left test. Basically, if every single bulb is off and you turned on the far left one, it would prevent the door from opening. Basically, if you have the right combination in and you turn on this far left bulb, it would close the door again. That's because whenever the correct combination is put in, all of the bulbs are off, and that's another thing you're going to notice. This door design doesn't use a T flip-flop, which I used in my V4, and I even used it in Ethos's V5. Now, to Ethos's credit, he did tell me you don't need a T flip-flop. I'm just not the smartest, and I ignored him. But yeah, you definitely don't. You don't need to mirror this pattern at all. In fact, if you put in the exact pattern that you would put on this combination, it works, because guess what? Off means off. I was having it that way on meant off. I don't know if this is making sense to anybody, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. So basically, whenever every single copper bulb is off, this line of redstone is off, which opens up the door, because the door is not being powered anymore. However, even with all of that, if a single one of these bulbs is on, it reaches this repeater, which goes all the way back up to here and closes the door again. So no matter what you do, unless it's the exact right combination, this door cannot open, which I think is great. So yeah, another wonderful optimization from another wonderful redstoner, Uloncl. What a... Ah! I'm so happy about this. You don't understand. Not only am I happy that my video is getting traction like this, I wasn't expecting anything like this, frankly. But I'm happy that people from the community reached back out to give me these amazing, amazing designs. So yeah, thank you so much to Etho. Thank you so much to Uloncl for all of y'all's help in this. And yeah, it's great. It's genius, frankly. God, I think this is it. Unless somebody in the comments can optimize this even further. If you can, please, like Etho and Uloncl did, let me know. Reach out to me on Discord. I'll leave my handle in the description this time so you don't have to go searching for the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, which hopefully is going to be a tutorial build on the CHUD lock V6. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Oh, you should also you should probably subscribe and stuff. It's cool if you do that. You know, like and subscribe. I'm really bad with outros.